So that's where it mixes with the salt water and goes right into the ocean. And oceans are water that surrounds land. So on the earth, the water, all the oceans surround the bodies of land, right? Like all the continents, the land is surrounded by oceans. So oceans surround land, but land surrounds lakes. So that's a difference between the two. So now I made a little thing for you guys to be able to remember the differences. So this is how we're going to remember. Who knows what letter this is?
L.
L. L. Lazy lakes. Okay? You guys first graders are learning how to read, so you know that this sound is L. So lakes are lazy. They just kind of sit there. Lazy lakes. Then slow moving streams. Remember we said the streams move slowly and they're smaller, and that's a S sound. So you can remember streams. If I say tell me something about streams, you can say they're slow, right? And then rivers is the R sound, the R. Rivers are rushing. So we'll say rushing rivers. And remember, it shows you right here that the rivers are rushing in certain areas. That's why it's white, right? And then wide open oceans. O. Open oceans. Oceans are big and wide open, right? So that's how we're going to remember that. So who can tell me what happens to lakes when it rains a lot?
They fill up and they grow bigger.
They do get bigger, and sometimes they overflow, or the water will start seeping into the ground, and that's when the water seeps into the ground from the lake and goes into a stream, right? And now for rivers, where have you seen a river? Has anyone here seen a river before? Yes?
We've gone tubing, and I was tubing on a river.
You went tubing on a river? Where was the river?
In Arizona. In
Arizona. So you see, Arizona is a dry place like a desert. They even have rivers there, right? So you went tubing. So was it moving fast?
Yeah.
Was it moving faster in some areas than others? Yeah. That's what rivers do. There are areas where it's slow, and then there's areas where it's real fast. So now I have a little activity for you guys to do to discuss this more. I want you to turn to your neighbor next to you, and I want you to partner up and discuss how you might travel on all these. I'm going to put these up, and you guys will spend the next 2 to 3 minutes talking about how you would travel on these. Could you travel on a lake? How could you travel on a stream? How could you travel on a river? And how could you travel on an ocean? We had, what's your name?
Isaiah.
Isaiah told us one way he traveled on a river. He was on an inner tube, and the inner tube was moving. So that's one way. Think about if you've ever gone on a cruise ship, or if you've ever gone to Catalina Island and you had to take the boat over. That's one way we travel on an ocean, right? So let's talk about with your neighbors the way we travel on these. And then tomorrow we will have another activity to learn more about the bodies of water with earth science. Thank you guys.